Before you watch this video, I have to tell you, this video may contain spoilers, potential spoilers for the 60th anniversary and the Christmas special. You have been warned. If you do not want to see spoilers, do not watch this video. Well, you can maybe watch like the first 2 minutes, I don't know. But there is a definitive point with leaks. The majority of this video is about leaks. So if you don't want to see leaks or spoilers or anything, do not watch this video. Okay, so I'm assuming you've gone by now. Hello and welcome back to the Bored Whovian YouTube channel, and if I'm back that means that obviously something big has happened in the wonderful world of Doctor Who, as yesterday was a big day for Doctor Who, as the first special of the 60th anniversary was officially premiered to journalists and some special guests at Battersea Power Station. However, while Ross was enjoying himself in London, something may have caught his attention all the way across the Atlantic. As you all know, Doctor Who and Disney Plus are partnering up, and Disney Plus will be airing Doctor Who outside of the UK. They've started their promotion for the 60th anniversary, however, they just went a step further. Yesterday, they released their Christmas listings. They released all the content that they are going to officially release over the holiday season. This included Doctor Who. Now, I know what you're going to say. We knew this. We knew Doctor Who was coming out at Christmas. We knew Christmas specials were coming back. And yes, we did know that. However, I don't think we ever got an official confirmation that it was coming out on Christmas Day. We got the word Christmas season, Christmas period, didn't get like the official day mentioned. This is the first ever official mention where we go, right, it is coming out on Christmas Day. And that's not the big news here. The big news is that they released the title. The title of the Christmas special is The Church on Ruby Road. This is obviously a reference to the new companion in that episode, Ruby Sunday, played by Millie Gibson. And again, you're probably going to tell me, look, revealing a title is not that big a deal. They didn't like leak the entire plot. And I'm going, well, they technically did. Kind of. And this is why, okay? This has huge ramifications. Look, I know what I've said about the content I do. I said I wouldn't delve into your rumours and your leaks and stuff like that. It's not my content. And I'm only going to talk about things when I'm very, very sure on them, or like I'm convinced about something, or I'm like, whoa, this is big news, and I'm going to talk about it. And I do think this is big. So the reason this is big news is actually because this title has been mentioned before. It has been seen before online as it was in a leak. It was in the first line of a leak. People have already seen this leak, I think, like a couple months ago. I'm pretty sure it's been around. People have seen it. And, well, it's obviously back circulating around as we've had a confirmation of something from it. I searched Twitter to find it, so I'm going to give credit to at Muffin the Wuffin 5, which was Gemma Winter Brown. She found the leak and put it back on Twitter. I saw it, and I've got it here, and I'm just going to read it out. So please, if you do not want to be spoiled for the 60th or Christmas special, I don't care if you like my content, do not watch the rest of this video. There may be a chance that you get it spoiled for you. I've already read this, so it's fine, but don't get spoiled if you read, don't read this. I'm kind of recommending you not to. But if you are, just so interested in the news and stuff, and you want to get a little bit of a sneak peek, here it is. I'm warning you, I'm doing it now. So, the leak says this. This episode is called The Church on Ruby Road. The story begins on Christmas Eve with a woman leaving a newborn baby girl named Ruby on the steps of a church. So from this, I'm guessing we can say The Church on Ruby Road is literal and also a reference to her name. And I'm guessing she gets her name from being placed on Ruby Road. That's what I'm saying, as she got placed on church steps. The Church on Ruby Road, it all connects. Ruby is adopted and raised by Carla. Many years later, the Doctor, a time traveller, arrives in the area and takes an interest in Ruby's situation. In a television interview, Ruby discusses her life and the challenges she faced, expressing her desire to find her birth parents. During the interview, strange coincidences happen and the Doctor unexpectedly appears. Ruby visits her mother Carla, who announces they are fostering a baby girl, Lullabelle, born on Christmas Eve, just like Ruby. Ruby experiences a series of accidents and goblins appear, kidnapping Lullabelle due to the coincidences surrounding her. Don't really know what that would mean, but obviously that's stuff which we don't know. The Doctor and Ruby work together to rescue Lilibelle and the goblins on their ship. They succeed and return to Ruby's flat, where the Doctor meets Cherry, Ruby's foster grandmother. The Doctor and Ruby discuss the goblins and accidents. In a surprising twist, the Doctor reveals that Ruby is Carla's daughter, but time has been altered, causing confusion and erasing Ruby's existence. After a confrontation with mysterious forces, the Doctor and Ruby are reunited. The Doctor's TARDIS disappears, leaving Carla and others surprised at the end. Also, the person they say who was coming back from 2005 is Davina McCall, playing herself this time, and not an android. So that's massive, okay? So first of all, the TV show segment is going to be Davina McCall. I'd seen that in the leak ages ago as well. So, goblins, don't really know what to say about that. But yeah, the TARDIS disappearing is weird. Is that going to be like the end of the episode and we're going to go into the new series without TARDIS? I don't really know. I don't know. Maybe because we've seen shots from the next, like filming the next series. We know the TARDIS, like, is there. Like, we know that. Like, we just know that they have the TARDIS. But yeah, interesting. Can't wait to see how it all goes. And maybe this is true. I'll be honest, it's very surface level still with the Christmas special. It's very surface level. I know goblins. I know something more about Ruby's character and something about the ending. And Davina McCall. You know, not too much. And when you read stuff on paper, like, they've reduced an hour-long special to a paragraph, you know? So that's not going to spoil the enjoyment of it for me. But this is the bit of the video where if you've just watched the Christmas leak, I'm seriously recommending you now to stop, because this is a leak for the 60th. As it goes on to say, I also have some spoilers for the 60th. I'm giving you 5 seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm going into it now. So, the Doctor has to give Donna her memories back to stop the Meep from destroying London. Donna dies, but doesn't, because her daughter inherited half of the Meta-Crisis power. So Rose has some of the power. Rose Noble, which is, so that's her daughter. There is 2 Doctors by the end of the giggle, because the Doctor bi-regenerated, which was supposed to be a myth according to 14. The second special, Wild Blue Yonder, happens because in the end of Special 1, Donna spills coffee on the TARDIS console, causing its malfunction. Rose Tyler doesn't show up in anything other than the previously 15 years ago segment at the start of the first special. And I just want to add, a previously 15 years ago segment, I kind of really like the vibe of that. I know people are going to like it, go, wow, Russell really came back and immediately made it about him. But like, I don't care. As someone who, that was the Doctor Who period, that really got me obsessed with Doctor Who. That makes me happy. Anyway, moving on. The Meep didn't crash, it was on purpose. Rose is non-binary and uses she, they pronouns. The reason she is is because of the Doctor, as the Doctor is also he, she, or they, depending on regeneration. I don't think they need to give a reason for why reason why she's got, like, different pronouns. She can just be different pronouns. Like, are they saying that all trans people are, like, Meta-Crisis? I mean, that might be cool. Maybe that will stop transphobia. You know, I don't know, but, like, you know, it can just be a normal thing, right? But yeah, if we keep reading, Rose gets annoyed at the Doctor for assuming the Meep is a he. Yeah, the toy maker says he has played one game with a previous Doctor, the second with the 14th. Now he must play with the next Doctor. As the 14th regenerates, he finds he hasn't changed, but there is the 15th next to him. This is where the "what the hell is going on here" is said. Later, they both in unison say, "I challenge you to a game." The toy maker, annoyed, says, "That's cheating. There is 2 of you." And the 14 says, "But according to the rules, you can't say no." He accepts the challenge. Together, they manage to win the game, and the 14th's prize was to banish the toy maker from existence. After the game, the 14th Doctor, the 15th Doctor, Donna, and Mel discuss the consequences of their adventures, mentioning Sarah Jane, Adric, River Song, and Donna tells the Doctors, why don't they just take a break and enjoy the simpler life? That's when the 15th Doctor remembers he hasn't said what his prize would be: a second TARDIS. Now the 14th Doctor stays behind, while the 15th flies off in his TARDIS. This leak is big. Changes Doctor Who massively. And as some may say, it's a big reason for the rumoured reset. Or not even rumoured, kind of low-key official. As I haven't mentioned yet, Doctor Who is getting a series reset. The numbering is going to go back to 1. The next series is going to be season 1. We have 3 series 1s, 3 season 1s, whatever. We have 3 of them now. And that's going to annoy people, but, you know, it's officially the end of New Who. I think we should refer to New Who now as the Revival. So we'll have Classic Who, Revival Who, and this is New Who. Maybe it's Disney Who. I don't know what it is. Shooty Who. Let's just refer to it as RTD2. Let's just, I mean, it's not going to be Russell the entire time, but let's just call it that. But anyway, so... Firstly, the beginning, talking about, you know, the meta-crisis thing with Donna and stuff, I don't think that's too big. Mentioning the Meep is actually a villain, if you've looked into the character at all and what it's based on, you know that already. Do we know things about the toy maker and playing games and doing that and them getting a prize and him having distinct rules about his games? Yes, we know things like that with the toy maker. And we know Donna has to get her memories back, because how else is she going to travel with the Doctor? We know that has to happen. It does mean that Donna doesn't die, and she just has her memories back now. Which means, technically, from what this is saying, the cure to her getting her memories back was the cure to, like, what was wrong with her was just having a kid to just split the cost of it all. But yeah. With this, obviously, I need to talk about it. By regeneration, the Doctor regenerating and one staying the same and accidentally one splintering off in him. Now, the idea of this being the reason for the new numbering is because this is a new body, this is a new Doctor, this is a new TARDIS, this is a complete reset. Part of me is a little bit sad about this, because I do like the idea that they travel in the same TARDIS that they picked up right at the start of the show. And that's a bit irritating, but... you know, change is going to happen. And this caused me to watch a video recently as a YouTuber who I love, Davis, tweeted about a video he did a few years back, which actually came across the idea of a split regeneration. I really liked this idea when I watched this video, and it actually made me more happy with this, because I remember watching that video and thinking, wow, this is a groundbreaking idea. And fair play, Russell, even if you have nicked it off a YouTuber. But yeah, the idea that the Doctor will just split regeneration. In Davis's video, his idea is that one is the Doctor and one isn't actually the Doctor. I don't think that's how Russell's going to do it. I mean, I kind of do, because then maybe the 14th was a villain all along, maybe? I don't know. Maybe the 14th does regenerate into 15, and the 14 we see at the end is a villain who ends up nicking the TARDIS. I don't know. But, maybe that is. Maybe Tennant's going to come back in like 2 series and be a villain. What does this do, though? Like, realistically, what does this mean? Like, what's 14 going to do? Like, I don't know what 14 does here. Like that's the thing. Like, if we carry on and we follow Shooty's Avengers, there is just now like another Doctor just there, and that's a problem with me. Because I'm just like, we just have like a David Tennant Doctor not regenerate and just be like, yeah, I'm alright. I'm just screwing about, and that's I don't really know what to do there, and yeah. And I'll be honest, the 15th Doctor yelling about a prize, a second TARDIS. I've seen that leak before. I remember when they were filming the 60th and someone said, I've seen someone filming, it's not Shooty, but someone filming in place of Shooty. So it was like a stand-in who looked similar probably from a back view or something before they did reshoots, you know, in-house to like put him in. And they were yelling the lines, like they had a hammer, and they were like whacking it out like it was a toy, like, you know, it was a toy maker prize, and saying, here's your prize, a second TARDIS. I remember that. It's going to be a lot to deal with, as Russell is not pulling punches if this is actually to be true. And I'm going to be completely honest, I'm kind of certain that this may be true. I'm fairly confident on this. I am going to put like a massive spoilers all over the thumbnail, all over the title. Because if you're not in spoilers, do not watch this. Maybe watch it back after Christmas. But, you know, until then, don't, you know, if you're not in spoilers. But yeah, that is the video. Massive leak. Kind of low-key confirmed by Disney+. If Disney+ didn't announce the title, we'd be fine. We'd be absolutely fine. But because they released the title early, now Doctor Who is in freefall, and we know what like, that's the first little, it's the first line on the leak. But yeah, mental. I'm really worried about releasing this and whether or not I'll get hate for just releasing this video, because on Twitter, like, a lot of Doctor fans have seen this, but, you know, releasing it onto YouTube, there's, like, to be fair, I have a small community, but, like, I don't want people to see it who don't want to see it. Okay? But yeah, you have been warned, okay? You've been warned. So yeah, that is the video. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Comment below what you think about the leak, about the news, about the title, about Disney Plus releasing it, and how excited are you for the 60th? We are getting so close now. Ding the bell if you want to be notified every single time I upload a video. You will never miss one once you ding the bell. And please finally subscribe. I'm really looking forward to just rising subscribers. Maybe I can reach 500 at some point. That'd be really nice. And yeah, I've been the Bored Whovian, and I'll see you around.